So, first things first, we got RC and Eric here. You guys have been in the fitness industry a long time, but you're very brand new. This is that doesn't make sense, but you're brand new to Kansas City with this new concept called Body Fit, and this is a franchise model. Yes,
that is correct. Yes.
Okay. Also, everybody needs to be like this close.
Gotcha.
Am I close enough?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, check.
Trying to get my lip gloss all over your mic.
Do it. No, it's all good. They're just foam.
This podcast is gonna get weird.
Yeah.
So
we just make Luke clean everything up afterwards.
By the way, the trash looking pretty full, Luke.
It is looking full.
We've sat down with a lot of different franchisees. We've sat down with a lot of different concepts, gyms, etc. And we're just a fan of anybody who is trying to genuinely come out and help people change their lives for the better. Put people in the better position where they can be more functional, obviously look the way they want to feel, or look the way they want to look, feel the way they want to feel. You guys with Body Fit, I've heard it's strength training. I heard it's also cardio. Can you guys give us like a differentiator? I mentioned, you mentioned this a little bit before we started recording, but can you walk us through just what someone should expect from Body Fit when they walk in?
Okay. Take the mic, Eric.
Let's do this thing. So what to expect at Body Fit? It's totally unique and different in every way that, in boutique fitness for sure. People, program, and technology is what we're different about too. So like when you
program, technology.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Those three things here. So we're basically like private training in a group setting. So if you take the best of private training and group training, we combine those. We are a progressive strength training basically. So we are basically measuring results here. So we have a heart rate monitor when you come in. We'll hook you up with one for your first class so you could see your results live. So you get live feedback from that. What that heart rate will tell you is during certain exercises or certain zones where to be in. So with 3 personal trainers in every class, that's what makes us a little bit different too. A lot of places you go into, there's one coach or one trainer around the whole gym. Right now we got 3 in every class. So if you're somebody who has never lifted before, or you just want a little bit more support on a certain lift, working the right intensity, we have a lot of eyes in the room here too to support you in whatever that looks like. With that too, injuries go down, your results go up. So with that programming, we track about 8 weeks at a time. And within week 1 and week 8, you're going to be able to see something change here, whether it's your strength increase or your body composition change. And both of those are wins. In week 1, let's say you come in for your first class, and we're actually having our open house tonight from 4 to 7. So we're in between REI and Home Goods. If anybody is out there, is going to check it out.
This is going to be recorded this is going to be airing next week.
Okay.
So tell us about that grand opening date.
Grand opening date, RC, I'll let you take that.
Yes, grand opening. You can come out the 16th through the 19th. We'll have our showcase class. It's a strength endurance program, which is kind of exactly how it sounds. We're going to keep you stronger for longer. So if you come out to any of those classes, the 16th through the 19th, you can expect to do strength movements, superset with some conditioning. So you're hitting all the anaerobic and aerobic zones, all within about a 50-minute time frame.
Nice. Is that how long the classes are? Typically 50 minutes?
Typically, yeah. So anywhere from 50 to 60, depending on the program type that we're running for that specific class too. So yes, in and out. So that includes the warm up, the workout, and the cool down. So 50 minutes here. Everything's going to be guaranteed an hour or less.
Mm-hmm. And how big are the classes you guys typically shoot for?
Our max capacity is 36, and we always try and keep that about 1 to 8 trainer to client ratio. So if there's more participants in the class, we increase our coaches that are in there so we can maintain that accountability form and keep all those.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this is not at all to try to condense this or box it in some capacity, but to try to help people understand. It seems like you guys are giving people an authentic personal training experience for a fraction of the cost.
100%. That would be a perfect condensed format to put it in. Yeah, a description. Absolutely.
It's absolutely. It's like a lot of people, just to be fair, just because of the amount of people we've interviewed on here and spoke with, the one-on-one, it's like if you want a one-on-one trainer, you're not just paying for the training, you're also paying to have basically a therapist, a best friend, someone to listen to you, someone to hear you out, walk you through your relationship with food. So much more one-on-one in that perspective. But if you're someone who feels very confident in your relationship with food and how to diet, et cetera, and you just want someone to kick your ass and you want that accountability, it seems like the perfect match.
We can do it all. Whatever you want, we got you. All of it.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
You guys have worked. I personally know you both for previous places you guys have been and worked and so forth, and so and they've all been wonderful places you guys have worked. I know, Eric, you've been with Orange Theory, right? RC, I know you've worked in conjunction with Zone 6, right? I wouldn't say like directly for them, but as a consultant, is that right?
Yeah, it's collaborations. Probably Kansas City, Familiar Brands, the U.S. Fitness. You own One Life's here in Kansas City,
right?
And then consulting with other companies.
Did you ever dip your toe into Genesis?
I have not yet taken the dip.
I'm with you. Yeah. As soon as they bought, it was like peace. Okay. But yeah, you've worked with a lot of the different places. And so what I want to know is, and especially because you were also a group fitness instructor, if I remember correctly, as well, right?
Yes. I've been a personal trainer for many years and also in the group space as well.
And so when you went up and tried this out for the first time, you mentioned briefly that, you had a personal friend who was the vice president of franchise sales. Is that I remember that correctly?
Yes.
And then you went up to Toronto and tried it out. So when you went to Toronto, you're walking in. Just walk us through like how you felt in that moment, because there's a lot of people that are listening to this right now who have been to many gyms, they've been to many group fitness classes, and so you're absolutely a veteran when it comes to this. And so tell me, kind of what your experience was, just what that feeling was when you first walked in, because I knew it blew your mind.
Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was going to be bullshit, right? I had heard. I was really just going to see my brothers.
It's like Orange Theory, but a different color.
Yeah, right. I was like, great, another group format. Exactly. Here we go. Another one. Their claim is that they can do strength training in a group setting. And as a fitness professional, we know that takes periodization and progression and pattern overload, and your body's very different than my body. And so I'm like, how is this going to work? And also to paint the picture, I went to the class to support my friend, right, who works for the company, and to hang out, get some quality time with my bro. And this is a podcast, so if you can't see me, I'm all of 5'2", 130 pounds. Now, my brother is 6'6", pushing like 250. He's big, right? So you can imagine, I'm like, let me watch y'all try and pair me and my brother up to do an identical program and us both be able to get our individual attention and results that we need in this group setting. And they were able to do that. I'm talking my brother and I at the same zone, station, exercise, being able to individualize that. And my mind was blown. I mean, they knew how to take when we were both doing something in the rig. I'm like, they're not going to be able to adjust these bars for both of our heights or our weight, right? And they were able to emulate that and give that individualized attention. And with that heart rate technology that we use, his body, his zones, and what the exertion he needs to get to the proper zone is different than mine. And we were both able to work at our own individual levels and achieve what we call our PXI points, or getting your medal or your trophy in class. And that looked different for both of us, but we were both able to achieve our target PXI for the day.
So
and it was fun.
So really PXI cool. Is basically like it's kind of like splat points except for changes. Ooh. I'm guessing.
So I'll touch up on that. PXI stands for performance times intensity. Okay, so I kind of relate this to sports. Growing up, you play sports, right? So take the NFL for instance. Every team is actually really good. Just some teams are better than other teams, right? And so you think about after class here. So you touched up on splat points. Orange Theory, yep, you get a splat point to kind of see how many minutes you worked in the specific zone. Mm-hmm. At BodyFit, that performance times intensity is a screen you see after you're done with class here. That class will show you if you hit your medals for the day here. You get an opportunity to earn your gold, silver, or bronze medal. And so a gold medal is when you did the workout within, let's say 95% of the workout, right? Silver, you did 90% right. And then bronze is about 85% right. So if you had 84% of the workout, you missed it. And what that could mean was, I either did not get the right zone during the right exercise, I rested too long, or I didn't rest long enough. I must have did something within that station. So every zone, when you come into a BodyFit, you're going to be able to see the color of the heart rate that you're supposed to get to. Now, the cool thing is each set changes because you're supposed to get to that specific heart rate color. So example, if I'm doing a barbell deadlift here, let's say we have 4 sets for the day. Zone 1, you're going to get to the light blue. That's about 60 to 69%. Okay, set 1, I'm going to do 10 reps here. I'm going to put a 135 on. Okay, I just touched up between 70, 79. Great, got it. Or 60, 69 here. Okay, set 2, we're going to go 8 reps here. Your new target color is dark blue. So if I know that I hit 70% or something like that, I need to add some weight to get to the next color. So we have that for every single set here, depending on the intensity that we're working today. So after class, when you get your medal, you'll see if you medaled or not. That is something that you'll be able to track after class and in your app as well. And you touched upon something here. What is those levels that you get to? You get like rookie, and then you go to a pro, then you
Immortal.
Immortals.
I'm coming for immortal level when you've gotten so many medals that
yes.
Kyle's interest is peaked.
Yes.
He's been trying to be immortal this whole time.
I am immortal.
Yeah. But the thing is, you can also regress too. So let's say you hit a certain level, but then you're not doing something right, whether your body is too fatigued, you're not giving enough rest, you're coming in, whatever, you're going to see your stats maybe go down too. So then that's a talk time with the coach. Hey, what are we doing here? How's life outside? What do we need to look at? Is it nutrition now? Is it, let's get a Evol scan going. That's going to tell us a lot about your body, which, Evol scan gives you about 30 data points about your body, even from calories, goals, things like that. So
What's it called? An eagle scan?
Evolt,
So
yes.
is this kind of like is a scale?
it's similar to an in-body.
Like an in-body?
It
Yeah.
just measures a handful of different data points on there as well.
Nice. Cool.
So basically, yeah.
This seems like
Look up the Evil.
Evol 360.
I will.
It's a 360 too.
I will tell you that sounds like a lot of back end work. So as a franchisee, do you get that it's loaded into your database every day? Because it obviously changes, right? So if you have, because you said that the days kind of undulate in between, like a heavy day, a cardio-based day, maybe a speed or a high rep or hypertrophy day. So you guys, do you guys have to do any work on that side of things? Or is it basically that program comes to you every day and you guys basically don't have to mess with it?
Yeah, great question. So backtrack slightly. Before we were a franchise, Body Fit Training was founded by Cameron Falloon. He's an Australian trainer. Fun fact, he used to be Princess Diana's personal trainer for many years. And he grew the Body Fit Trainings in Australia to over 250 locations. It is a staple name there. There's a waiting list to get into Body Fits there. And then in 2021, Exponential Fitness acquired them, and then that's when you saw the possibility for them to franchise out. So within that, we have a global team of program designers, and those fitness professionals actually write out that program. So as badass as our team of fitness professionals are, our role inside the studio is to provide the most incredible service, accountability, form, and support to help you through those programs. But you've got some phenomenal global trainers that are writing out those progressive blocks for us. And then just as you mentioned, those are sent out to the locations in that data file, and we know what we're going to be doing every single day, every single movement for every rep, set, volume, rest for the next 8 to 10 weeks.
That's cool. Yeah, I think from a franchising standpoint, that is beautiful. Because if I was a franchise owner of this concept, I would want my employees to basically have the freedom to just focus on the clients, focus on making sure that their form's correct, focus on intensity, making sure that they have the right intensity, I guess, which is measured in colors or goals, you said. But yeah, I think that's awesome.
Absolutely. And you think of, the time that gives back. I'm sure that every fitness professional listening to this is like, oh, wait, I don't have to spend 5 hours a night writing out these immaculate programs. That donates that time back to our team to stay with you after class, to go over things, right? To show up early and be able to give you that additional touch point to personally support you. Because even though they have their master's degrees in, kines, exercise science, they're very, very talented fitness professionals. They don't have to spend their time doing that. They just need to focus on who is my client in front of me. I trust the science. We know that that's backed. How can I take what I've just been given from a program and sit down and, make sure that the client in front of me achieves the results that they want.
That's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have somebody that comes in and let's say they're already, let's say they're a triathlon athlete, right? And they're like, I want to get stronger. Is there ways of tailoring a program to an individual that's specific to them? Because in their case, they'd be like, I'm already in way better shape cardio wise than, 99% of people. I don't really need to focus on cardio. Is there ways of tailoring a specific program to a person that has a specific goal?
Yeah, great question. And I think when we use the word cardio, that resonates very well with our consumer. They're used to hearing that, but truly what those more cardio-based days look like are really a conditioning. And again, when everything is pieced together in one large picture, what we have you doing on that, air quote, cardio day is truly a complement to properly recover from what you did yesterday and to set you up for success on what you're going to do tomorrow and 5 Thursdays from now.
All cohesive.
So,
Exactly.
so basically, so like Orange Theory, a lot of people supplement with Orange Theory, right? They do, the majority of their training that they're doing is like something outside of Orange Theory. Then they'll drop in for 1 or 2 classes a week to basically supplement their cardio.
Cardiovascular endurance.
You guys are more focused on, we want to get people in and we want this to be their entire focus, is basically following the program every single day.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about cardiovascular health is important too, right? So when you come in, a lot of people that take boutique style classes, they want to go in there, they want to get wrecked, and they feel like they did great. But sometimes as fitness professionals, we know that more isn't always better.
Yeah.
When you come in and you're only used to that type of training, and when you come to Body Fit here, we are group strength training in that setting, we have to teach people how to rest. Because you'll see like, hey, this is a strength specific day. You got 6 reps a day. We're going to hit this weight for you. When you're done, you're going to have about 2 to 3 minutes to rest. Some people are going to not know what to do with that because they're just going to keep moving around doing jumping jacks as they think they get their heart rate up. But ultimately, we just need to hit the zone for your strength day, the right intensity, boom, rest. Let your next group or your partner go, wherever, and then let's load it up here based on where the next intensity is for this program. So I think what people, they think that, I need to go in there and get wrecked. No. We're coaching you. We're literally getting you stronger because we know that the trend is strength training. That's where you're going to be able to really see results here when you can progressive overload over time, movement pattern, like RC said, and learning how to rest so that your body is ready to take on the next set, or the next workout, and whatever that looks like.
Mm-hmm. And to kind of, I think what you were saying there in the question is, of course, you can use it to sprinkle it in and complement the other things you're doing outside. You would work with a coach to make sure the days you're coming in, complement accordingly to what you're doing. But ultimately, our programming is built that you could come 6 days a week and not get pattern overload and have a full program for you, again, as if you were working with a personal trainer that wants you moving 6 days, 7 days a week.
When you guys were talking about this,
Would you let somebody into the gym that looked as creepy as Jeff does with a mustache?
Absolutely
or
not.
Would you
Absolutely
keep him out? Would you keep him out of the gym? You'd say, listen, sir, we can't have you scaring the
We
rest
thought the
of
best way to sell these hats was to shave me into a mustache.
I know that is a sick hat.
I do
I'm
want
gonna
that
need you.
hat,
I know.
though. Yeah.
I'm gonna
He was
need, are
trying.
we getting that on the camera? I believe those are brand new.
He was trying to only have a Fu Manchu. I said, listen, dude,
Go
you got to go full on mustache.
Should have had.
If you're gonna
shoulda had
do
the-
it, do
Should
it.
have had our listenership vote on this, but I mean, like, come on.
Ooh.
Oh,
Shoulda
that's
just let it happen.
You
Why
should have
didn't
kept
you?
running with it.
you
I'm
need to put this on
I'm
the-
feeling like braids at the bottom. Like really let it grow out. Get some braids.
System of
get
a
some
Down.
beads. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Some Protein Bros podcast colored beads on the bottom
I
of
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
That's creative.
How long is it gonna take for
It's
you to grow that
funnier.
back out?
I think it's funnier when
days.
people don't know if you're serious or not. Like right now,
Oh, he's serious.
somebody
I can
walks,
see the little twinkle in his
somebody
eye.
walks
He's
by him and
contemplating
they're
it.
talking to him at the bank or something, and they're like, I can't tell if this guy's serious, which makes it funny.
Kyle said it, I added 15 years to my life.
I was like, you're ancient now. You got that thing going on.
I just start giving out unsolicited advice to everybody I talk to.
Let me tell you about the time when
Yeah.
I was back in your age.
Just leaning on every counter I can find just to talk to people. Yeah.
You definitely got to holler at your neighbor tonight. Be like, hey there, partner. How's it going? Just hold them up for no reason.
yeah,
Talk
absolutely.
about what's going on in the neighborhood.
Did you see that storm in the morning?
Yeah. Looks like there's going to be weather this weekend.
Grass getting a little longer over there, isn't it? All right.
Anyways, sorry.
Back to body fit.
The
Anyways,
answer
you
was
guys-
yes, we will let you in, Jeff. You're welcome at
Thank
Body
you.
Fit Training, with or without the mustache.
16th through the 19th, going down, all these classes as far as the grand opening goes. Will there be multiple classes?
There will be multiple
On each
classes.
day.
If you're a 5 a.m., come through, rock and roll. If you're a 7 p.m., we'll be there late. Lots of variety in class time.
Sweet. What's the last class before noon?
Was that our 9:30?
9:30?
So yeah, I think that's on a
so.
Thursday or Friday, one of those two. So
Thursday and Friday. Have an afternoon time on Friday as well.
It would seem like you guys, to what Kyle was saying earlier about supplementing, I'm like, it wouldn't seem like anybody would ever have any real need for that when it comes to body fit to this point, because you guys handle strength training so much. So I feel like the other way around is people will go to, even CrossFit or F45, or, I still meet people who are still going to a box gym, if you will, a couple days a week just to do extra strength training, et cetera. And so it doesn't seem like that would be a real necessity. Do you guys have any kind of open gym hours in case anybody does want to come in and do some extra strength training?
We do not offer open gym hours, again, just because we're coach-led. So we truly are following a program. And if we're going to back up our science and, guarantee our results, we're going to want to make sure that our coaches are there to run that play for you and that you're following the program.
Yeah,
we might have some parties here and there, though, so follow us on Instagram. I like to party, so we might, have a little event, maybe have S2 out, do a little thing. That sounds fun.
Let's go.
I like it.
Come out, check us out.
Let's
we'll put on
go.
a special class for
You got to
for
get
our
Will
S2
Montgomery
fam.
over there and see if you can get him bigger,
Is that possible?
I don't
I told
know.
him the other day, I was like, you're
I
the
hope he
leader, man.
hears
He's like,
this.
thank you.
Will.
I was like, I didn't know
Shout
that's his
out.
goal.
He's been kicking ass, man.
Yes.
Eric, you guys, again, so you've had you guys have both had group fitness experience. When it comes to someone, for example, these other new franchises that are coming out, you guys mentioned these three differentiators earlier. It was people, technology. What was the other P? Programming. Okay. What of those three things do you think is the most unique about Body Fit comparatively? Because, when I hear technology, it's like we know Orange Theory has technology, right? Mm-hmm. We hear strength training. It's like, okay, well, CrossFit's classes, and it's also strength training. But it seems like, you guys have taken the just being honest, it seems like you guys have taken the things that are a drawback at each model and improved those things at every single level, right? So one of the biggest struggles with CrossFit, one coach, 30 people, you know what I mean? And sometimes they have 2 coaches, 3 coaches. In some boxes, there's no floor, right? There's no standard to this, right? So a different box can decide, I'm going to have one coach for 30 people. Another box, I know, like MC, they're like way less. You have a lot more coaching for a lot less.
Are you
people.
guys doing technical lifts? Like, do you guys do snatches or cleans or anything?
We'll have those in the program as well. Yeah, we do
Really?
Turkish get-ups with the kettlebells. We do a lot of programming. We have even hexa bars too.
That's the thing that I see in CrossFit. That's like, I feel like the Achilles heel is that you're trying to teach such complicated movements to people in like a really quick amount of time, and a lot of times you're teaching it to people that like don't even have good deadlift form yet, and so
You're picking up a barbell before the kettlebell, and
yeah. So are you guys are you guys' setup? Is it more like push pull every single day, or like how does it end up working out as far as the strength training goes?
and this is your studio right here. Huh?
Hey,
Heck yeah.
check it out.
That chick was stronger than you, Jeff.
Why? Hey, man, women are strong.
They are. And to kind of, go back to that, I hear what you're saying 1,000%, and we've been combating that, being, brand new to the market here, a very unique concept. We're only number 39 in North America, alone. So we get a lot of those, oh, you guys are CrossFit, right? I saw the barbells, I saw X, Y, and Z in there. And, we have to be understanding that our clients don't know the difference, right? They want to be healthy, right? They want to reach their fitness goals, and nothing against CrossFit. I think it's badass and fun, but it's a sport. At the end of the day, that's what that is. And we want to make sure we can cater to everyone's needs. So exactly as you were saying, we're going to have those coaches. Again, when we talk about people, programming, and technology, our people, if you walk in, they're going to be able to identify this person's never done a deadlift in their life. Then they're not doing that move that day.
Right.
And if they are, they're doing it with whatever level that they're at. So again, they can be a part of the program, but also if you come in and I see you doing something, boom, we're slapping on some weight and you're deadlifting at what that volume was
With
for
Jeff?
your body.
No, you shouldn't do that with Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, dude. It's my
I
best
feel a double kettlebell snatch
we both
press
need
right
you
here.
both to come
Best
in.
Yeah.
You say your deadlift's your best lift.
Always has been.
It's,
What's your
it's
current
bench
deadlift?
press, you
Tom-
son of a. It's bench
Talk
press.
talk
For
nice
sure,
to me. What's your current deadlift PR?
Oh, 500 easy.
Yeah.
You
prove
cannot
it.
deadlift 500
Yeah.
right now.
All right.
There's no chance.
There's no
listeners,
chance you can.
would you like to see Jeff deadlift over 500 pounds? Vote yes or no.
Do you have
to
people
do
in you
it
guys'
in
spot
Body
that are
Fit. We're having
deadlifting
you out.
500 pounds?
I would love to do. I mean, besides Eric.
I mean, our head coach might be able to. He's a strong
Yeah, he
boy.
might be
He's
able
a.
to.
I think he can. I think
Yeah,
it was.
he's
I mean,
like
he's
zero
benching like
competition.
400. If he can bench 400, I bet he can deadlift it.
Just like eyes open, I want to be in there now.
I'm like, hey, dude, count me in.
We always make him move around the equipment. I'm just like,
But-
that needs to go over there, and just picks it up with one hand
Oh,
and
yeah.
moves
No
it
problem.
over. Yeah.
You can send some people. You're like, no, I got it.
Yeah.
No, we suffer from the same kind of ambiguous name where it's like it doesn't let people know like the experience that they should expect, right? So, you know, we say supplement superstores. People walk in and they're like, well, it's certainly not products, but it's like our best products, our team, our staff,
Absolutely.
the way we help people, the experience, and so it's like it's hard to put that in the name, right? And so Body Fit's like ambiguous, like I know it's something to do with the gym, you know, but we don't know where to go from there, and so. That's why these, you know, having you guys on is so important to us. We're super excited to hear about it, and we're super excited for you guys to open. This is awesome. You guys plan on doing more of these in Kansas City? Is that right?
We do. So our owners have contracts to build 2 more in the Kansas City area in the next couple years alone. So they'll be popping up. And it's just so exciting to be a part of something brand new. I mean, everyone listening, you're going to be the first to be like, I remember hearing about that back in 2024. There's over 300 licenses sold in the United States alone for body fit trainings to pop up. So
What was the first one in United States?
I believe it was in Santa Monica.
Oh, cool.
I believe that was the first one there in U.S. Yeah. So
Do you know the stats on like group training like that? Is group training continuing to grow year over year?
I believe so, yeah, from the trends that I've been able to see in the industry, because as the brands continue to elevate the service that they can get, again, you're talking, what's a personal training session running right now, right? Like $130 an hour if you're working $130, $150, if you're working with someone that actually knows what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
To create a program for you, if you want to see results, you probably need to see them 2-3 times a week, right? That is expensive. It adds up. I don't care who you are, right? So when you can achieve that for a fraction of the cost, get the same professional, get a program written out for you, and you get the fun, environment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who you are. Shooting the shit with people next to you is way more fun at 5 a.m. than doing it alone, you know, and having that community, I think is huge, especially, post pandemic. We saw that we as humans don't do well alone. We just don't operate well like that. So to have that space in a group setting, I think is going to continue to grow. Yeah.
Anecdotally, I've seen like what seemed like more people now focusing on, you guys aren't probably going to like this term, but functional like type of training. So basically training that is more involved with like cardio and weight training, and then also like odd object stuff,
Mobility.
mobility, things like that. And a lot, and I don't know if the statistics bear out on that. Are you looking that up, Luke? But I would imagine that there is more and more people that are pouring into group training situations versus like going to a gym where they're like, I don't know what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. I don't know what to do exactly. Every time I go to this big box gym, it feels too crowded, yada, 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 So those are.
And like these big box gyms, of course, are going to offer classes, but very few of them will really focus on community to go with it. And I think that's really the missing piece. And like what we were talking about earlier, when you're paying for a one-on-one trainer, you can still find that. Obviously, the added benefits of having just a one-on-one trainer, you can find that in your community, of course, if you're going to the right classes.
Yeah.
So I think you guys really are offering it all. I mean, I'm really excited to see how this goes, and we're going to try it out. We're coming.
Come on,
Kyle and I are
come
gonna come to
through.
a
You're
class.
welcome anytime.
Ooh,
Yes.
Jeff's
100
best
pounds ready for you,
deadlift.
too.
Best lift is deadlifting.
First day
First
PR?
time I've ever heard him say that, so it's interesting. I can't wait to see you deadlift.
Man, dude,
I
unbelievable.
honestly haven't seen you deadlift either, my man.
It's all right. It's all right. It's everyday arm day for me.
Shoulders. You do like a
Kyle
shoulder
couldn't get into his car
workout.
earlier today because of his.
I am.
Groin
I don't
and
want to say this
pelvis
on the
and
podcast, but I am fucked right now. My body is. You were talking about recovery. You're like rest, recovery. I'm like, I should have done a lot more of that this week.
3 days ago, he did 120 GHD sit-ups.
Oh, God.
Today, he can't get in the car.
I mean, that wasn't. It was accumulation of a lot of different things, but that was the start of why I'm in so much pain. So
Hunting all
yeah,
those turkeys is really
hopefully I can make it to you guys a spot, and then you guys, it's a rest day. You know, you just say, all right, you guys rest and stretch. I feel like
Will there be
okay.
snacks provided at
Oh,
this grand
yeah.
opening?
So
For
we,
sure.
we have beverages, adult beverages.
Some Pinot Grigio, like you were mentioning earlier.
We'll have water.
Water.
Tinted water.
Exactly. Exactly.
Even we'll tell you what, I'll invite you out to our balance class. That's more of our slow paced, as it sounds, working those tiny muscle fibers. You can come to balance.
Wait. Is this kind of like yoga? Last time I did yoga, I swear to God, I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Yoga is intense in its own respectful
I did
right,
like a
Drip
absolutely,
sweat
but
every
it's-
time.
I did like
Even
a
if it's not
90-minute hot yoga
Yeah.
class, and I'm just like, nope, never doing that again. Never. So
It's-
terrible.
It's
When did you do
mentally
that?
challenging.
I did it in Edwardsville, Illinois, when I moved to St. Louis, and it was miserable.
Here, I got a question for you, Kyle. So you've done a lot of different group classes too, but you had that one that was in St. Louis that was like unlike anything I'd ever seen. And as far as like when people go to this class, it's like it was very Instagrammy, if you will.
Okay.
People were leaving it wringing out their shirts was a popular.
Oh yeah.
What place am I talking
But
about?
because
Sweat.
they poured
It
water
was,
on it, so
uh,
they could do it for the effect. Yeah.
Everybody was doing. I mean, dude,
It was sweat.
was it called Sweat 314?
Sweat ethic? Sweat ethic?
No, that's
Or-
the name of that brand.
Sweat.
Yeah, you're right. It was something sweat. It was right next to our Brentwood store. It was exactly the same thing.
Was it like Fahrenheit
It
or
was
something?
just like I can't remember. We'd have to
Hell?
ask Sal.
That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like. You went to hell.
It was right by our Brentwood store, but
I don't
everybody
think
that
there
left
was
that
any
class
thought like
hated
you guys
life.
talking about the thought behind like the programming and stuff. It was just like, get in here and we are going to literally kill you.
These people. Yeah, kill these people. That's how it felt.
And I was like, 24 at the time. I'm like, yeah, dude, let's die. Let's die.
Big
I
mistake.
don't get sore, at that point in my
I'm
life.
immortal.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, how does one become immortal at BodyFit? How do I earn that?
The class consistency. Well, we're not quite open yet, but as soon as we get our first immortal client, we're going to let you know how many classes that took and PXI points. Yeah.
I love it.
Maybe it'll be one of you.
Can you tell how much are memberships per month?
It's
is
might
it-
be a different price point than by the time this airs, being that we have some soft opening promotions going on.
Great.
And
Okay.
some,
Founding members, if
special
you will.
offers. Yeah.
Or just give a roundabout like what people could expect to pay.
I'd say so.
Range.
It ranges, anywhere from around, I'd say about 180 to up to the 300s, depending on what you're trying to do. I'd say our sweet spot, the best value, what you're going to get, is around our 240 a month to month, no contracts, nothing sticky.
And that's you could work out 7 days a week if you wanted to.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And you guys have late classes too, which I thought was really unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds great, man. So, I mean, again, like if you're somebody who is like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it and you'll get in shape. Seems like the perfect plug and play, like you were saying, and $240 a month to have incredible health. I mean, that's awesome.
We also have like discounts for like first responders as well too. So if you're listening to this podcast, firefighters, police officers, come on in. We know time is valuable, so if you need to get something in within that hour, come check us out. We'll have something for you guys as well.
Great
If
question.
you work
too. I
out
have to
5
ask.
days a week, it's $12 a workout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very reasonable.
Typical
just do the
class length. Did we talk about class length yet? What
About
was it?
50 minutes.
50 to
50?
60
Good.
minutes.
And that includes your warm up, cool down, and all
Correct.
that.
Could
Great.
you warm up Jeff in that amount of time? I don't know if you could.
I'm confident.
He's-
I'm confident.
It's well documented that I have
He
some
has
terrible
no-
mobility.
He has no mobility.
I have a really hard time touching my toes.
Oh, we can work on that.
I'm like down to the knees and shins. when I was a little kid,
how does this deadlift work?
That's what I'm saying.
3 plates
Say
at the bar.
deadlift was his best. I'm like,
It's
bro,
easy.
you
I
can't
don't-
even get down
I barely
there.
bend my knees. It's easy.
He can't
All
get to
arms
the
are
bar.
on there right
He's
there.
like T-Rexing it, trying to reach the bar
I actually only do RDLs.
I was literally about to say there's a difference between a deadlift and an RDL.
Yeah, dude. I just only
Jeff's
RDL.
glutes are just.
Non-existent. But
It's all lower back. We just love it. Lower back
Love
deadlift.
it.
One of our coaches will go up to you. Make sure you're not using your low
We
back.
gotcha. We gotcha.
sign me up. Anyways, you guys, we genuinely appreciate your time today. We're so excited for this to open 16th to the 19th for all of our listeners. That's the time to get out there. If they want more information, where's the best place for them to find you guys?
If they DM us on IG, BFT_Overland Park, you'll be chatting with probably myself or Eric personally.
Great.
Of course, check us out online, bodyfittraining.com, and look for the Overland Park location.
And then your personal
Follow you
socials,
guys
if
right
you guys have
now.
any other
Follow
questions.
us on socials.
Yeah.
Yes, please do. And I'll put it out here. Anyone that comes from our S2 fam, we'll waive the enrollment for you. We'll go ahead and slash out that $100 enrollment fee for you if you mention Protein Bros or S2. We'll hook you up.
Let's go.
Sounds great. All right. Appreciate you guys. We have one last question we have to ask every one of our members.
Oh gosh, I'm sweating this one. I feel
everyone-
like this is going to be the
very
biggest
important.
question of the
Our
whole.
guests.
It's very important.
Super important, actually. You did spend some time out in California, RC. So
sure did.
this is important. When you got back to the Kansas City area, where was the place that you had to have barbecue when you came back? What's your number one spot?
I don't even know this answer. I won't know.
I feel like I'm going to get.
She's gonna say I don't
I'm
like
gonna
barbecue.
get canceled.
Bail
I'm
out.
gonna get canceled for my answer. I
Oh,
don't
okay.
like barbecue.
Yeah,
This is
Not
2
even
weeks in a row.
not even like pulled chicken.
Olivia Derry doesn't
Yeah,
like barbecue
I would.
either.
I'm gonna go
Had
ahead
to
and say
throw
Joe's
her out.
though. I'm gonna say Oklahoma Joe's. I'm gonna keep it. Yeah.
Z-Man?
I'm gonna keep it Oklahoma
absolutely.
Joe's.
Yeah. Is that where you're at, Eric? You like
Eric
his
doesn't
Z-Man?
discriminate.
I do like the Z-Man. Q39 is usually where I like to go
Yeah,
to.
Q39.
That
But a good Z-Man sandwich, man.
You
I
can't
thought we
miss
were
any of
friends,
them.
Eric. I thought we were here. I thought our
We're gonna
our
need to take you out.
We're gonna
We need to go try some spots.
Yeah, follow us on IG for my first barbecue
Wait.
experience,
Oh,
guys.
If you
Well,
don't like barbecue, what's your
Let's
food
talk
to
about
go
like
to?
what was like your good go-to KC spot though when you got back, because I know you like food.
I do like food. I hit the Southwest, all the taco joints on that street. Yeah, I spent way too long
El
in Southern
Patron.
California. Yeah, and I just I'm a taco
Margaritas.
fiend. Just breakfast tacos, lunch tacos, dinner tacos.
Do you have a favorite taco spot in Kansas City now?
El Patron is good. There's too many to count.
I feel like
Don't discriminate. They're all good.
Yeah,
like
you
if those
really can't
taco
go
places-
wrong.
It's hard to
with-
differentiate
you
Dude,
can't go
the
wrong.
two.
tacos are, I mean, like, I know this is a franchise, but like Torchy's, it's delicious.
They like Torchies.
They're great.
So good.
Tacos are like pizza, man.
Yeah,
Even
it's
if they're
it's
bad,
like-
they're pretty good.
You do get we love Torchies so much. You get a free Torchies taco when you join our gym. We have a partnership with them.
Really?
That's how much the general manager likes tacos. You
That's
get a free
awesome.
taco from
Let's go.
Torchies when you join. It's in your new member bundle bag.
You
Jeff's
are
eyes just lit up. He's like tacos.
tacos.
If that doesn't sell the membership in itself, I don't know what
Straight
does, guys.
business in my head. I was like, why are we not in that
Yeah,
bucket?
come
What-
on.
What S2 thing are we putting in that? That was what I was actually
That's
thinking.
where you're okay.
Yeah.
That's why your eyes
I was
glazed
like,
over.
wait a second. Why are we not? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So anyways, we appreciate you guys. Thanks again. And guys, if you were listening, please support BodyFit. Please support local fitness. It's what we're all about. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the podcast. And if you like,
And buy
Podcast,
one of
make sure
these
to share.
beautiful
Hats are
hats.
sick.
bro.
I'm getting one.
keep the sun out of your face this summer, guys.
It'll grow you a mustache right away.
protect your,
Oh my
protect your
gosh,
skin.
that's what's been happening.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys for having
Thanks
us.
so much.
All right, y'all. Cool. Nicely done.
Woo!